Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? We are about to get started. Now, we all know, well, hopefully majority of us know that Derek Jackson's wife, Miss Jackson, did not have a bonnet on her head, but she didn't go viral for that. She went viral over the saying, bonnet of salvation, correct? Which matters when we speak on this conversation. It matters. It matters. I say this to Black women all the time. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We are. Because I see the hypocrisy. You guys have never, and you will never see me hear, you will never hear me say bonnet of salvation. You will never hear me joke about it. You will never hear me laugh about it. You have never seen it in a title of my video. You've never seen me respond on any social media platform with using the term bonnet of salvation because I didn't find it funny. I saw a lot of Black women mocking this woman, mocking her for her looks, for her lack of beauty, according to you, right? But now that you're receiving that same criticism, okay, you feel some type of way. Well, how do you feel she felt? How do you think she felt when she was being bullied, right? For not looking her best on camera, not outside, but on camera. In the comfort of her home, Black women were mocking her. Black women were mocking her. Black women were mocking her. The same women that are pro bonnet wearers in my comment section. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. So y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. Y'all kill me. And how are we supposed to hold others accountable for how we want to be treated if we treat each other like trash? If we mock each other, we make fun of each other. How? How are people supposed to take us seriously? And then you wonder why whoever this man was that was in the airport felt so comfortable to humiliate those women in the airport. It's because you were doing it online. You don't think what you do has consequences. And that is what's wrong with this generation. You think anything goes. No rules don't apply to me. I can do whatever I want. Interesting. Everything comes back on you, good and bad. Good and bad. So choose wisely how you want those things to fall on you, because they're going to fall on you. That's how life works. That's how it works. Thank you, D-Max. Are you doing an open panel or is this just the setup for the stream? I'm going to be showing you guys some receipts today about this topic, because I'm always preaching and stressing to you guys not to make fun of the next woman because you may end up being her. No one gave her sympathy. No one really gave her sympathy. Everyone was making fun of her appearance. The whole internet made a mockery of her appearance. No one was thinking about maybe she was going through something. Maybe she was going through a depression. Maybe she was suicidal. Maybe her husband was being emotionally abusive. No one gave a rat's ass. So you expect for people to care because you're outside in public wearing a bonnet when you didn't even give her the same level of sympathy? Come on. And then people, please understand the difference between judgment and observation. My commentary that I gave on the bonnet situation being in public, it's an observation. It's an observation of how the world works. Because at the end of the day, you need to know how the world works. And how do you know how the world works? By observing it. Not living in delusion because you can get on a online platform, public forum, and talk about your feelings. The world don't care about your feelings, sis. They don't. They don't care about your feelings. So people wanted to make it seem like I'm judging. How? I'm observing how the world works, and it ain't changing fast enough. I'm almost 30 years old. It ain't changing fast enough. And when I made my tweet, comprehend me saying too much. We focus too much on what is out of our control. We focus too much on how the world should be. Too much, meaning there's no balance, meaning there's no middle ground. Now, when we say too much, I'm simply saying too much like a bonnet being worn out in public. That's something we can compromise on. But our hair texture, our skin, racism, racial profiling, microaggression, racism, colorism, those are things I don't think we should compromise on because they make us who we are. A bonnet doesn't. A bonnet doesn't make us who we are. So when I say too much on how the world should be, a bonnet being out in public, you got a problem with that? Really? But then you wanted to sit up on this platform and make fun of Derrick Jackson's wife? And you didn't even think, oh, maybe she's going through something? It's fake. And like I said, I keep the same energy. So I'm going to show you how much I keep the same energy since people think I have a problem with you choosing to wear your bonnet outside. I was depressed. I was suicidal. I know what it feels like not to give a damn about how you look in public when you're going through things. But no one gave a rat's ass when it was Derrick Jackson's wife, and that's facts. Y'all made fun of that woman. Ooh. And what you didn't understand was you were dragging your own image. You were dragging your own image. You were dragging your own image. The whole time you was making a mockery of this woman, you were dragging your own image. And if you don't think it doesn't come back on you, it does. It does. And we're seeing it happen right now as we speak. We're seeing it happen as we speak. It's coming back on you right now. Those women in the airport, that was our doing. Yeah, it was a black man that did it, but it was our doing because they felt like it wasn't acceptable according to who? Us, influencing them. They don't know nothing about no head garment. Half of them don't even know the difference between an eyelash, an eyelash curler. They don't know. They don't know. They only know because of us. That's why you need to be careful how you speak in front of them. Are you speaking down about a woman in front of them? Are you a part of the problem? You have to ask yourself, are you a part of the problem? And when it comes to this bonnet conversation, you were. Take some accountability. So I'm about to show you guys, like I said, my receipts. Because people always try to come for me. And like I said, I don't have time for that. Don't ever question my integrity when it comes to my views. I don't play about that because you're coming for my character and I don't play about that. Play with your mama, don't play with me. Now, my stance on this whole bonnet situation has been the same since day one, but let me bring it up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because some of y'all don't know how to keep the same energy. You was just a few months ago, we're making fun of Derrick Jackson's wife. Now, all of a sudden that the criticism is falling back on you, you have a problem with it. Why? You can't take the heat? You can't take the heat? It doesn't feel so good, does it? Let me see. Now, this video was recorded March 25th. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This video was recorded March 25th, so of this year. I don't bully people, you guys. I'm really against it because I was bullied. I was bullied for not, conforming or looking the standard. So I don't bully women. I don't have to agree with you. Okay. I don't have to do that. But I'm going to play this video right here so you can really get a clear understanding of where I'm coming from before this Bonnet conversation became a debate. Really get a clear understanding. Let me get out of here. You've been following me for years. I did not always look like this. I want to take you guys back to when I first started my YouTube channel. I was a broken woman. I was 19 years old. I was starting my YouTube channel and I was broken. I was depressed. I was suicidal. So to all the women, and particularly I'm speaking to Black women that is making fun of his wife because you don't really understand her story. All you see is a broken woman. I want to show you what I looked like when I was a broken woman, because so many people want to talk about her look and the lack of beauty that she has. But I'm telling you, once you heal, your whole appearance will change. So I'm going to take y'all back a little bit, because so many people think that beauty stems from just surface level, when in reality, beauty really stems from inside. Jarrell said, "Hey, beautiful, I admit I used to turn a blind eye to the struggle of a woman who had an hourglass shape until it happened to me as a gay male with hourglass. Broad shoulders, small waist, muscle butt." Yes, thank you. I feel like gay men can definitely relate to this. But let me go ahead and pull up these old videos so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because everyone wants to praise me now. And back then, I was being talked about. I was being looked down upon by family, people, friends. So, it's so easy to judge this woman, but she's at her worst. She's not at her best. So I'm going to take you down memory lane, because I don't like it when a woman's being singled out. We all don't have our own issues, our own problems. So let me join her on the internet, since people want to roast her with this bonnet on and make fun of her. I don't like that. Let me play that one more time for those. Let me play it one more time, because I hate it when people run with a narrative. I hate it when people do that. And I'm going to take you to another YouTube channel, another YouTuber's platform for the women that we like. Oh, I didn't see Black women make fun of her. Okay. If you want to play that game, we can play that game today. I got time today. Since you want to play that game. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay, well, I'm going to make you see it so you can see how we're part of the problem. And I say we because I'm being nice. We're a part of the problem. Own it. On and make fun of her. I don't like that. Because I know I was walking around looking crazy. I didn't care. I was depressed. I was suicidal. The fact that I woke up that day was a blessing in itself. So let me take you to another YouTuber's. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen. Let me remove that for a sec. Because listen, people can talk about me all day, but one thing I'm going to do is always own who I am. I'm always going to own who I am. I don't care who you are. I'm always going to own who I am, and I'm going to be proud about it. So I'm going to take you to another YouTuber's page. Now, before I bring this YouTube video up, okay, I don't want you making fun of this woman, dragging this woman, being negative towards her, because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. We all do things that we feel are right at times, even though they may not be the best. So when I bring this YouTuber up, do not drag her. Please don't. Don't bully her, because that's not what this is about. This is not about being shady, so don't get no ideas. And honestly, if you put her name in the comment section, if there are any mods on here, can you please remove whoever is commenting her name? Because that's not what this is about. We're speaking facts here, not feelings, not shadiness, not, ooh, let's get some tea. Like, no, we're not doing that. But we are going to speak on the facts. So let me go ahead and bring it up. And I wanted to make a video about this sooner, but I just didn't know how, because I didn't want people feeling like I was being messy. I was being shady or anything like that. But I didn't like it because I felt like we were making a mockery of a Black woman. I felt like we were making her the joke of the internet. And I did not like that. That woman was being dragged. Derrick Jackson's wife was being dragged for months, you guys. Months. So don't repeat this YouTuber's name in my comment section. Like I said, if there are any mods in here, you see her name in my comment section, please remove them, please. Because this is not about being shady. This is not about being a mean girl. This is about speaking up and doing what is right. So like I said, if you had an issue with this whole bonnet conversation and wearing your bonnet out in public, why did you guys find this video to be so funny? But let's play it since you guys forget things so easily. Let's play it.
A 10. Hey, listen. I am here, battle bonnet in tow. I just wanted to let you all know that I just got out of Facebook jail and I'm ready. Hey. Listen, I wanted to let you all know you can't hold a good sister down. You know what? Here, let me get all the way information. Let me get all the way information for you all. Let me get all the way. All right, so listen. Let me get information for you all so you know what time it is over here. Hey! So listen. This morning, they tried to put me in jail, y'all. They tried to put me in Facebook jail. Listen. They tried to put me in Facebook jail, y'all. Listen, right? And then, listen.
Let me pause this here for a sec. Let me see if I can refresh it because the live chats are not showing and they need to.
You know what I'm saying? And then I had to come out and do what it is I needed to do, but on a serious.
So you guys can see how Black women were in the live chat making it funny, laughing. Do you see how we bring this on ourselves? Do you see how we bring this on ourselves? The point is we bring this on ourselves. Where do you think they get it from? Where do you think they get the influence and the inspiration from? Us? They get it from us. Just read some of the comments.
Serious note, listen. On a serious note, you all. Listen. On a serious note.
Just look at the comments.
Apparently, this has been happening to a lot of Black people. Remember, they started targeting me last year when I was doing those social activism videos during all of the protests, right? And
So I'm about to move on to something else because I'm not about to do any more wasting my time on this. I just wanted to prove my point. And if you want to see how Black women played a part, you could just go to the video, read the comments, watch the video, look at the live stream, and just read how we are our worst enemies at times. Like we are, and we laugh at each other, not thinking that could eventually be us. Because I'm sure there are women in that comment section that wear bonnets out in public and they thought it was funny. You thought this was funny. So now that you're receiving the criticism, all of a sudden, you don't like how it feels. So how do you think his wife felt during that time? How do you think she felt? So I'm about to move on to something else. Like I said, there's a difference between judgment and observation. And again, I'm not judging her. I'm not judging her channel. I'm a subscriber of hers. I still support her content. I still send her love, light. But at the end of the day, that was just an observation for me. And I didn't like that. I felt like we were being mean girls to a Black woman that could eventually end up being us because we are Black women. My channel is mainly for Black women, and I just felt like it was wrong. And during that time, I thought about making a video, but there was just a lot going on in my life to where I couldn't make a video. Like I couldn't do it. I was just too busy. But since this bonnet conversation is being brought up, I find it interesting that so many Black women have a problem with it, but you were sitting up here on the internet mocking a Black woman for wearing a so-called bonnet of salvation in the comfort of her home while she was going through something. But all of a sudden, you don't know why I'm not for Black women wearing bonnets out in public, because I feel like you're going to be seen a certain way, which is poor, and you're going to be made fun of. Why would I want to subject you to that type of treatment? Why? This don't have nothing to do with how I personally feel. The world don't care about my feelings, and the world does not care about your feelings. But I care about you. So since I care about you, I'm not going to influence a group of Black women to go out into the world and wear a bonnet knowing that they will be mocked, judged, and in some cases humiliated, like those women were humiliated in the airport. Why would I set you up to do that? So I don't know. I at this point, I don't have the answer, but I know this, we do have control over what we find to be funny and entertaining. And I just felt like Derrick Jackson's wife didn't deserve to be entertainment, especially when her husband was caught in a scandal that really didn't have anything to do with her and her actions, you know? So I don't know. I just felt like it was interesting. Thank you, Spiritual Sag. So sweet. You guys should check out her YouTube channel. She's definitely one of my spiritual teachers. So if you're interested in that, definitely check her out. I love shouting her out. But yeah, this backfired on us. This really did. Like this, you really don't think these things have a connection, but they really do. And the reason why that man felt so comfortable calling out those Black women in the airport was because we were on social media making a mockery out of one woman, and she went viral for it. And so everyone saw that. Everyone saw how we made a woman go viral for the very thing that we feel we should be accepted for when we leave our home. So it just doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. So let me pull up another video. I wanted to talk about this too. Oh, wait. I wanted to go to my community tab real quick. And I wanted to talk about this tweet that I made because, again, people had an issue with it, which I don't know why, because it's just the real world. we live in the real world. So I know we get on here and we live in fantasy land, but the real world is is waiting for us when we walk outside. Thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. We get on here and we live in virtual world for a few hours and we get lost in that, but in reality, the world is still waiting out there for us. So when I give commentary, I speak on what could potentially happen to you when you leave the home, not how I feel. In my perfect world, we wouldn't even be doing this. We wouldn't even be having conversations like this. It just wouldn't be necessary. But we don't live in my world. We live in this world that was created for us to live in. And so there are just certain things that we need to at least acknowledge. So I wanted to explain this tweet. I said, we focus too much on how the world should be and not enough on how to deal with the world that we live in, because the reality is the world is not changing fast enough for our lifetime. And I really want Black women, particularly the younger Black women, the ones that are, I have women that follow me as young as 16, 15, or 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, the biggest mistake that I ever made in my younger adult life was focusing too much. And please comprehend, too much. I focused too much on how I felt like the world should be. And I focused too much on how I felt like I needed to be treated instead of focusing on what I had control over and changing the world and changing every little thing about it that I didn't like. It wasn't realistic. It was actually very delusional. And it was because my lifetime, I'm only here for a short period of time. I'm not here forever. And that is just the reality of life. The reality of life is that we're only here for a short period of time. So make it work. After I realized this, after I realized that every action that I make has a consequence, after I realized that the world just was not changing fast enough, after I realized that I had no control over how the world should be, and I had no control over how people should treat me, I started focusing on me. I started doing more internal work that would benefit me. I have this mindset of, why not have a piece or a slice of heaven on earth instead of trying to make earth heaven? And the reason why I say that is because that's the only thing I have control over. I have control over having a piece of heaven on earth, but I don't have control over trying to make earth heaven. I don't have control over trying to save everyone. And like I said, when we speak on change, there are things that I compromise on, and then there are things that I just can't compromise on. One thing that I can honestly say I can't compromise on is how I leave the house. It's a standard for every race, every ethnicity, whether you're male, female, no matter your sexual orientation, how you identify within society. It is a standard to be presentable in everything that you do. It's not even just for Black women. So for me personally, that's just not a battle I'm willing to fight. I'm willing to fight for texturism, colorism, racism, microaggression racism in general, racial profiling, the simple injustice things that we face as Black people, the big things, not a bonnet in public. So when people are saying, oh, so you're just not for change. No, I am. But I would like to focus on the more important things, like things that I can't change about myself, like my skin, my hair texture. So I would rather focus on that than a bonnet and being seen presentable in public. Because the reality is everyone gets judged based off of how they look. Doesn't matter if you are in a particular religious group, if you're in a cult, like everyone has that standard. So for us to fight that as Black women while making a mockery of another Black woman online, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. But everyone has to face the standard of being seen presentable. And the identity that you take on, that's your choice. The identity that you take on, That is your choice. How you choose to present yourself is your choice, but it just needs to be with pride. That's it. Whatever it is, you can have pride and be a Muslim. You can have pride and be white. You can have pride and be Indian. You can have pride and be Hispanic. You can have pride and be Nigerian. You can have pride and be Haitian. You can have pride. And when you leave your home, you're representing who you are, your lineage, where you come from, how your family raised you. That's how people see you. And that's the standard for everyone. So why not take pride in that? Why not allow people to see you as your best? Because when I was at my lowest, I didn't care. And I think people could pick up on that. I lacked confidence. I didn't care how people saw me. And it was because I didn't want to live. I did not want to live. So now that I want to live, I want to take pride in how I look. But I still don't judge those who are out and maybe they don't look as presentable because they may be going through something. There was a point in time in my life where I was going through something. So I get it. I get it. I do. I really do get it. I get the women that, they have a hard time putting themselves together because they don't feel like it. They don't feel like it. They don't want to. And maybe they're going through something. And I'm very understanding of those women because I was you. And I will never judge you or make fun of you for that. It's good to see someone teaching girl code and respectability politics to many women. Thank you so much, Darrell. You're always supporting me. Thank you so much. Okay, let me get rid of this. I don't see anything wrong with wearing scarves, but like I said, we're responsible for our own image. I'm not about to stress about what other women want to do at the end of the day. Like, do what you want to do. You're responsible for your own image, but understand your image has a consequence. It does. It has a consequence, whether you want to acknowledge that or not, whether you want to make this about Yoni or not. Making it about me, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. My opinion is not worth anything. It's not. It's not worth anything. My opinion is not worth anything. But there are facts in this conversation, whether you want to acknowledge them or not. And once again, how you present yourself, it has a consequence. That is just how the world works. Now, being labeled a thug for simply being black, or being labeled ghetto for simply being black, that's something that that's something you should fight for. But sleepwear outside, I'm not wasting my time on that. Like, I'm just not. I'm going to pick and choose my battles, and a bonnet, a sleepwear head garment, it's just not a battle I'm about to fight, like, at all. That's not worth my time. Texturism, colorism, I'll go to war for that, but not a bonnet. Not a bonnet. So I also wanted to show you guys this video as well. And this was with Monique, because of course she responded to the backlash, and I wanted you guys to listen to what she had to say, because I don't feel like too many people caught her response. Because of course they were mad at her when she was really just looking out for you, just like I'm looking out for you, and you're taking it the wrong way because you feel like you should do as you want, do as you please, as if the world doesn't have consequences waiting for you. Okay, if the consequences weren't a thing, we wouldn't care. Me and Monique would not give a damn. I can tell you that. We wouldn't be wasting our time on this conversation if consequences were not a thing. So please understand, the only reason why we're speaking about this is because of the consequences that you will face. That's it. That is it. And it just seems like people forget that when they log in on the internet under a fake name, under sometimes fake photos, under certain profiles, under filters and photoshops, people forget that consequences exist because they get online and they don't know how to separate real life from social media. And I need to do a video on that alone. I separate social media from real life. They are not the same. Let me share this screen with you guys so you guys can see it. Hold on, let me make it bigger so you guys can see it. Because she made a response and I don't think people even saw it. So if you saw Monique go viral, wait a minute. If you saw the videos of Monique going viral addressing this, then this is her response. I'm not about to play those videos. You already know how she feels about the bonnets. That's how this conversation started. Well, really, it was the airport, the Facebook post. But she made her videos and she got backlash for it. And I just wanted to play the video so you guys can get a full understanding of why this matters, why it matters.
Monique responds to backlash after advising women not to wear bonnets in public.
But that's not nice. Some of them told me I'll cancel you. Some of y'all told me, mind my God business. You are my God business. You are my business. And if more of us got involved with us, maybe our community would stand stronger. I'm going to give y'all a story because you know I got one. Y'all know Nikki got a story. There was a woman that got in my business over 25 years ago. And I'm glad she got in my business because it impacted my life and my career. And had that woman not got in my business, and had that woman not tapped me on my shoulders, I don't know how I would have responded that night to what I was dealing with and how I would have responded moving forward. And that woman's name is Patti LaBelle. And let me tell y'all about it. And I'm going to write a book because I got a lot of stories, right? So I'm going to tell y'all some of what happened that night. I was over there in my feelings overseas. And I was getting ready to do a show with that woman. And she tapped me on my shoulder and said, what's wrong with you? Now, at the time, she doesn't know me. I'm just on the show with her. I'm opening up the show. Please let me be clear. I was the comedian on the show. But Patti LaBelle did not know me. And that woman tapped me on my shoulder and said, come over here and let me talk to you. And when she found out what I was dealing with, she said, pull that together. Don't you ever let them see you sweat. You go out there and do what you got to do. That woman has no idea how much that impacted my life and my career. And I'm so grateful she got in my business that night. So for you sweet babies, my babies, for you sweet babies, they're saying all this shit about mind your business. You are my business. You are my business and my baby. And because some of us don't know what love really looked like, you call it bashing, you call it getting in your business, you call it somebody ridiculing you. You can call it all you want to call it. I know what it is. It's called love. And I'm going to keep on loving us. And like George Wallace say, ain't a thing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about me loving you. And I'm going to keep on doing it. So if I do see you in the Walmart, and I do see you out in the street, and you are not giving you your best, let me be clear. You're not giving you your best. I think you're going to say, hey, baby, let's talk. Because she may be going through something. She may be dealing with something. All of that is real. But let's make it our business. If we do see a sister that might look like she's going through something, let's make it our business to say, hey, sis, you need to have a conversation. Hey, sis, we're going to go get a cup of coffee. We've gotten so used to not getting in other people's business that look at what is happening now. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I say minding people's business. You know what I'm talking about. Don't mind nobody's business and you telling me about their red bottoms. I don't give a damn about no shoes. I don't give a damn about no pocketbook. I don't give a damn about a can't pay a mortgage. I don't give a damn about who's sleeping with who. Listen, I give a damn about our self-preservation. I give a damn about how we see ourselves. I give a damn about when I see my little sisters out there in the street and they walking around like they don't give a two shits about themselves. I give a damn about that. I give a damn about that. So for my baby sisters, for my little nieces, For the ones that said, we'll cancel your ass, I'll take the cancellation.
I love her.
But I won't stop loving you.
Okay.
I won't do it. I won't do it. Just so we clear. And it took me a minute to make that post, y'all. It took me a minute because...
Y'all heard what she said. And Yoni will do the same. I will take the cancellation. I will take the cancellation for this video that I created today. I will take the cancellation for calling us out on our BS. I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. And I will take it with honor, with pride. I will take it. Because we can't keep expecting people to treat us a certain way and hold us to certain standards that we don't hold ourselves and each other. So I will take the cancellation, unsubscribe, unfollow, don't support. I don't care. My purpose in life is what I'm doing right now. And for the ones that want to listen, you're here. I love you. You're here. So it is what it is. And if I see a Black woman out in public with a bonnet on, I'm not going to judge her. I'm not going to shame her. I'm not going to belittle her. I'm not. So listen, I'll take the cancellation. It is what it is. I'll be fine.
I knew that this would come. But that little voice said to me, listen, let it come. Just like when I did have to stand up against Netflix, when I did have to stand up against Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and Lionsgate, do you know I knew what it was going to be? I knew what it was going to be. So therefore, I had to deal with that. But because I love us so much, I'm willing to deal with that if it's going to make it better for the next ones. And whomever is in this room, I don't know if you're being funny, smart, I don't know what it is, but it says Gayle King Live. I don't know what that is. And it says, will I apologize to Oprah Winfrey? I only apologize when I've done something wrong. I only apologize when I've done something wrong. If I've done nothing wrong, I will not apologize. So I hope that answers your question. Oprah Winfrey owes me an apology because she's done something wrong. So if you really want to have a conversation, whomever this person is, you know how to reach us. So stop playing like that. And that's another big part of our problem. When women throw other women away.
Ooh.
And don't stand and don't speak. I'm not that woman. So that we're clear. I'm not her. When I see it going wrong with my sisters, I'm obligated because the universe would deal with me and I would be punished for that. So I'm going to keep doing my part. I'm going to keep doing my part, my babies. Because I love us for real. Oh, and please, when people got to saying, well, how dare...
I won't grow up. I won't grow up. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. Just to learn to be a parrot.
I had to come on here and make this video, so I didn't plan it. So you're going to get the commercials. I'm sorry.
Muslim sisters, y'all know that's not what I'm talking about. My sister is Muslim, and she wears her, is it hijab? Hijab. And they wear beautiful headpieces. Y'all know that's not what I'm speaking about.
And this is why I brought it up, because other people were bringing it up. People were like, well, why are you making the comparison? I'm not. People are. People were. People were. That's why I brought it up. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone's religion, beliefs. I don't know why y'all trying to place that on me.
Y'all know what I'm speaking about. And if the shoe fits, God, put it on. Put it on. And again, I'm not saying it in judgment. I remember when I first started working out, and I would put on anything, baby, because I really didn't want to do this. And my husband said to me, maybe if you start looking like you're interested in working out, you may work out a little better. You may give it your all. And when I started putting on my little workout outfits, I did feel good about it. And I did start giving it my all. So I was not speaking to you babies in judgment.
Okay.
I'm speaking to my babies in love. Now I want to read some of your comments because I want to understand how y'all are feeling. And I want to understand for the little girl, baby girl, don't take your nowhere, get back in here because you felt like I was bashing. I want to understand how you felt like I was bashing.
Nowadays, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing.
See, here's where I would say people may have a problem with me. Don't be a coward and don't do cowardly. Don't run your mouth, then run.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't run your mouth and then run. See, that's what Oprah did. That's what Tyler did. That's what Lee did. They ran their mouth and then they ran. Well, let me be clear. Oprah said absolutely nothing. She just said, I'll be quiet, knowing that a black person was being mistreated. I'm not that woman. And I don't get involved when it becomes popular. I don't join groups and organizations now when it's the right thing to do. Y'all know that about me. I'm going to do it when it's supposed to be done, when it is the right thing to do. Regardless if nobody get on the bus with me or everybody get on the bus. When it's the right thing to do, it's the right thing to do. When you babies are wearing those bonnets, and I'm not talking about our hijab sisters. I'm not talking about our African sisters with the beautiful wraps. I'm talking about the sisters that was too damn lazy to comb their hair. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. See, when I was a little girl, I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, and I went to Woodmore Elementary School. And there was a lady named Miss Tracy. And Miss Tracy did a charm school in her basement. Do you hear me?
Now, wait a minute. I didn't watch this video. This is my first time watching it. If you guys want me to continue, I will, or I will stop it right here. But I think she's proven her point with her stance on it. And I'm glad she didn't fold. She didn't take back anything that she said. She meant what she said. She said what she said. And if you're going to hate her for it, I guess you can hate her for it. But I really feel like this type of accountability lacks nowadays. And honestly, you know, putting on a bonnet, when I was depressed, I never wore a bonnet. I would wear beanies and stuff like that. But it was because I was depressed. It was because I didn't want to live. You know, so when you don't take pride in your appearance, people assume maybe you going through something, something's wrong with you. Are you okay? It's concerning, you know? So if you're not that, then it's like, why not take pride in how you make an appearance when you leave the house? Those are things that you have to consider. But the reason why I made this video was because I felt like it was hypocritical collectively for us as Black women to sit up on this platform and drag. I mean, she was dragged to filth. Derrick Jackson's wife for wearing a bonnet, quote unquote, a bonnet of salvation. But then you get upset when that same criticism is being projected onto you. So like I said, that is why I made this video today. Yes, to bring awareness, just to bring awareness. I'm still not taking sides because at the end of the day, I can only speak on observation. I can only speak on what I'm going to do when it comes to my appearance. I'm responsible for my appearance. I'm not responsible for other people's appearances. So at the end of the day, do what you want to do. But hopefully the message was received in some way, some form. If you didn't like being judged, if you don't like being judged about this whole bonnet being in public and stuff like that, don't make fun of the next woman because you don't know what she's going through. Michael, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much. So sweet. Thank you. Tina, the only opinion I have in this video is I would not wear the bonnet outside. That's my opinion. But presentation matters. It does. It matters when you go to a job interview. It matters when you go house hunting, apartment hunting, to buy a new car, a marriage license. It matters when you sign business deals. Sweetie, it matters. Okay, that's how the world works. My only opinion when it comes to this video is I will not be wearing a bonnet outside. But when we speak on being presentable, it matters because you are judged, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, you are judged. I don't like it, but it ain't about my feelings. It's about what we're actually dealing with. So I don't know why people keep trying to make this about me, and we're making it about how the world works. We're making it about how the world works. It ain't about me. Because if it was about me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. If I had control over how the world works, we wouldn't be here today. Because everyone would be treated fairly for being a human being. But we don't live in that world. You are judged. Everyone is. Everyone has to go under the same microscope. It's not just you. It's not just Black women. Everyone does. Everyone does. Everyone does. It's not just us. And when we speak on basic standards, and that's being presentable, having on clean clothes. So, and then this is another thing. People wanted to get sensitive about this bonnet situation. But if you're going to get sensitive over me saying, I don't want to wear a bonnet outside because that's my choice, because it's my choice, be sensitive over all the other things that I don't wear in public. Be sensitive over the fact that I don't wear super short shorts. Be sensitive over the fact that I don't wear bleached shirts. I don't wear holy t-shirts. I don't wear lingerie. I don't wear slippers. I don't wear robes. I don't wear shirts that have paint on it. I don't wear dirty shoes. Make sure you're judging me for everything, not just the bonnet, sweetie. Not just the bonnet. I have a do-rag. I don't even wear a do-rag in public. I don't. So make sure you judge me for everything that I don't wear in public, because it ain't just these bonnets. It's not. I don't wear super short mini skirts. I don't wear mini dresses. I don't wear mini dresses in public. So if you're going to crucify me, do it correctly. Don't just do the bonnets. Do it all. Because there's a lot that I don't wear in public for a reason. There is a lot. I don't wear rollers in my head. Make sure you crucify me on that. Holy t-shirts, bleached t-shirts, holes in the t-shirts, dirty clothes, dirty shoes, slippers, rollers in the head, lingerie, super short shorts, super short mini skirts that flare out, and mini dresses. Sis, make sure you cover everything, because it ain't just the bonnets. I don't wear super short shorts because I don't want the attention that comes with wearing super short shorts. I don't wear super short mini dresses and mini skirts because I don't want the attention that comes with wearing those things. So again, my opinion is my choice as well. Your opinion is your choice as well. But if you're going to judge me correctly. Judge me correctly. That's my opinion. I don't wear those things at all. You will never see me out in it at all. So it's not just the bonnets. It's not. I have a list of things that you will never catch me outside in. Oh, one thing I forgot. Oh, I almost forgot. You will never catch me out in a kitchen apron either. I have aprons. I have kitchen aprons. You won't catch me outside in that either. So if you want to crucify me for the bonnets, make sure you include kitchen aprons as well for those that feel offended. Because it's not just the bonnets. If I have a stain on my shirt, you will not see me out. You won't see me. You won't. I'm going home to change. So make sure spots on the shirt, stains on the shirt, stains on clothes. You're not going to see me out in it. Yes. Oh, no, I don't do that. No, I don't wear the kitchen aprons outside. So make sure you judge me for all. Everyone wants to talk about the bonnets, but I have a list of things that I just won't wear outside. The reason why I don't do the furry slippers outside is because I don't know about you guys, but all my shoes are piled up by the front door. So if there are shoes that I really truly want to wear around the house, I'm not going to wear them outside because I'm just the type of girl that just doesn't wear my shoes around my house. That's a choice that I make for myself. You don't have to make that same choice. Yeah, there's some women that don't want to wear flip-flops. Girl, it's a choice. It really is a choice. But how the world judges you, that's not a choice. That's not. So because I'm a thicker girl and I don't want certain type of attention, I don't wear super short shorts, mini skirts, or mini dresses. I just don't. That's my choice. That is just my choice. So we all have our choices. But when we speak on being presentable, that's a standard that we all have. That's a standard that every race has. That's a standard that every gender has. It's just a standard of society. So it is what it is. I think I covered everything because I wrote down everything. Like I said, please do not send any hate to Tonya TKO. Please don't, because that's not what this video was about. It wasn't, but I had to call this out. It was not about hatred, shadiness. It was about being real. Okay. The people who took that photo in the airport, they got the inspiration and influence from us. So it is what it is. But on that note, I'm going to end this video. Hopefully, if you got the message, you got the message. Also, if you're in here, I have over 1,000 people in here. Can you please give the video a thumbs up? Please. Because you know I got to work harder now that cancel culture is going to be on my neck with this one. Cancel culture coming for me. Can you please give the video a thumbs up? And if you hate me now, I still love you. It is what it is. I'm still going to have love for you. I'm never going to bash you, belittle you, judge you if you still decide to wear your bonnet outside. I'm just not participating in being a bully when it comes to Black women. You don't have to live your life like me. You don't have to dress like me. You don't have to talk like me. You don't have to think like me. I will extend my love and respect towards you regardless of our differences. But yeah, on that note, you guys enjoy the rest of your day and I will see you soon. I was supposed to upload my scissor video, but I didn't get to do it because I needed a break from this bonnet conversation. So, which the magazine cover is about image as well. So hopefully y'all are ready for that one, but I will get it up as soon as I can. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.